Ha, this guy's toast.
A long time ago, the world was ruled by 4 elemental lords: Ragnaros the Fire Lord, Alakir the Wind Lord, Neptulon the Tide Hunter, and Therazane the Stone Mother. For thousands of years, their armies constantly battled one another over control of the world, until one day 4 fleshy meteors came down from space and crash landed on the world. It was the old gods: Yasharaj, Cthulhu, Yogg-Saron, and N'Zoth. Upon arrival, these monstrous horrors began sinking their tentacles inside the world and started producing an army made up by 2 kinds of races: the faceless ones and the big bugs. Which is why so much cards from the new expansion feature either some dude with a bunch of tentacles on his face or a weird insect looking thing. Anyways, the elemental lords didn't take too kindly to these space immigrants trying to take over the world, so they teamed up with one another in an effort to beat the old gods.
12 seconds later.
Well, they got wrecked and ended up being enslaved by the old gods. With the elemental lords now under their control, the old gods can now focus on their true goal, which is corrupting the baby titan living inside the world. Now, what's a titan? Basically, they're the closest thing to an actual god. They're giant benevolent beings that roam around space. Just how big are these space gods? Here's a picture of one of them cutting through an entire planet like it was butter. These guys are huge. So, if the old gods is able to corrupt the baby titans, they can then use it to try and conquer the universe, which is really bad. When the titans discovered their plans, they decided to intervene. They couldn't deal with the old gods directly, as they might accidentally hurt the world due to their giant forms, so they decided to create their own army and use it to battle the old gods. After dealing with the elemental lords first, the titan army began working their way towards the first old god, Yasharaj. However, the journey there was an extremely bloody one, and the titan army suffered great losses. Fearing their army might not be able to actually kill an old god, the leader of the titans finally decided to directly intervene.
Enough is enough! I have had it with these motherfucking
Old gods.
on this motherfucking
Planet.
So, the titan leader reached his hand down through the clouds and flicked Yasharaj off the face of the planet, effectively killing it. But turns out these old gods have burrowed so deep within the planet that by forcefully removing one of them, it caused immense damage to both the world and the baby titan living inside it. And they realized that if they try to kill all of them, it will end up destroying the planet. So, they devised a plan to instead imprison them. And after many long battles, the titan army was able to capture the 3 remaining old gods and imprison them deep within the world. And everyone lived happily ever after. Well, until the old gods started whispering evil thoughts to the beings living on the surface, causing them to turn evil and go insane, like that Deathwing dude who used to be a pretty cool guy. Now they're just waiting for their servants to free them from their prison so they can try to take over the world again. Thanks for watching, guys. If you want more lore, you can click on the Thrall video on the screen above, or you can subscribe to the channel to get notification when the new lore video goes up next week. And as always, feel free to comment on who you want to see next, like the video, and eat toast. Never forget to eat toast. Take care. Thrall was discovered by an evil human lord and raised as a gladiator slave. Thrall eventually escaped and met Grommash Hellscream, leader of the Warsong Orcs.
Hey, lights out.